Hi everybody, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here and welcome to 60 and Me. Welcome to a brand new day. Full of potential, opportunity, just starting fresh. I hope you had a good sleep and you had a nice breakfast and you're ready to kind of face the world. I know people are watching this at different times of the day, so I shouldn't assume it's always morning with you. Some people watch it in the evening when they get home from work. Some people have described, watching it while they're exercising. I can, just imagine the different scenarios. But anyway, I hope you're all doing great and ready for another beautiful day. Now, I'm having my cup of tea. I've got my very classic green tea this morning. It's actually jasmine. It's jasmine tea. Just one of those lovely teas, my kind of go-tos that I enjoy a lot. And I got up nice and early this morning, so I feel like I've got some plans for the day, some things I'm gonna do, and hope you do the same. It's really funny. We did an article a few weeks ago, put it on our website and Facebook page, and it was about goal setting, and it was about do you believe in setting goals? And I think it was kind of down the middle. People saying, yes, I'm actually organizing myself and planning better now that I'm older. And those that said, forget it, I'm done with the goals. I'm enough. I've had enough of goal and mission-based planning all my life, and time to let it go. But I wanted to just today put the case forward again for goal setting and just have a chat about it because, I don't know about you, but I didn't grow up being taught how to set goals in my life. When I was young, I kind of went along with what the family was doing. We moved an awful lot when I was a young child, and I didn't really have a chance to plan any goals and think about my mission in life and what my 10-year plan looked like. I just kind of went along with things, and I'm sure many of us women in this community had the same experience. And I guess as you're getting older, you just learn from the school of life. You just learn as you move into careers and into different family opportunities and obligations, that you just sit down and think about where do you want to be in 5 years? What's your 10-year plan? And just kind of try to align it to your decisions and choices that you're making as an adult. And I think that's fairly normal. And if you've got a husband or partner with you, you do it together. You build your goals. And I can remember lots of conversations, where it's like, well, in 3 years we're going to do this. We're going to save and we're going to buy this. Or in 5 years' time we should be able to do this. And I think a lot of us did that. And we get to our 60s and we think, we've got decades ahead of us. We didn't perhaps even think about having that extra time, but we've got decades ahead of us. And what are we going to do? How are we going to plan our time to achieve the things that we want? And so I think that, I don't know about you, but I've started thinking about my, where I want to be in 10 years and how I want to get there and how I align it to my purpose, to my purpose in life. And I've talked about this a little bit before actually here is, for me, my purpose is 60 and me. I mean, in the big scheme of things, this is my life, this is my work. It's what I enjoy, it's what I want to be doing forever because I just feel like it's something I can do well and that it's adding value. So I have some plans, for the next few years of 60 and me. I've got things I'd like to achieve with my son and his wife, who are my partners in this business, and what we're going to do to make it happen. And so I have long-term goals, and then I have medium-term. But back to the long-term for a second, and I think this is really important. If you haven't done this, to take some time every year to just map out where you want to be in 10 years. Or maybe make it 5 if you feel more in control of 5. But the longer-term goals, say 5 years. And I often do something really kind of fun. I often just book a room in a bed and breakfast or a little hotel or Airbnb somewhere, and somewhere close to home, not always far away. Maybe even like for me in Zurich, I'll go somewhere in Zurich and just go somewhere close and write down my plans, my goals for the next 5 years. And it's really tactical, I mean, it doesn't have to be a big deal. It couldn't be like, I want to read a book every year, or I want to establish a really healthy eating regime and lose 20 pounds. It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to, purchase a new home in Ecuador and, start a llama farm or whatever. It doesn't have to be like that. It has to just be, something that's very, very specific to your purpose in life. Do you want to mentor someone? Do you want to be involved in a group where young people are involved? Do you want to be writing a story or a blog or your own book? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to travel more? I mean, what are the bigger goals that align to your passion for life? And do that once a year. And I find that's really, really helpful to create the big Uber kind of umbrella for what you want from your life. And then you can start setting down the strategic goals. And that's kind of, how are you going to get there? You've got the purpose aligned. You know what you want to do with your life, the value you want to add. So what are you going to do to get there? So are you going to have to join the library? Are you going to have to clean out all the food from your cupboards that has sugar and salt in it and start fresh? Are you going to start walking 10,000 steps a day? What specific things are you going to do strategically? And I can feel some of you already nodding off here thinking, what is she talking about? Strategic goals at age 65. I'm sorry. But I just think it's really, really cool. And maybe some of you agree with me, but it's like you can plan activities then around what your strategy is. And then, of course, once you've got the kind of the big picture, you've got the absolute day-to-day steps you're going to take, and you've got an assessment of the skills that you might need, or where the gaps are, what you need to accomplish. Then you can do the tactical stuff. And in a way, these are the fun ones because they're like the things you physically do every day to make you feel good and happy that you've made this goal, you've set this goal, to be healthy and strong. You've decided you're going to eat less sugar and salt. And now you get to go and learn how to cook or learn how to do things that are really going to take you to that place. I guess I'm trying to make this a little bit easy by giving you very actionable goals and strategies and tactics, but you really could make this a bigger deal. I want to live in a new place. I want to downsize. It could be big. So it's really, kind of a whole range of choices that you can make. But anyway, I think that once you've made those plans and set those goals, then you can start getting organized in your life, and you can start really enjoying, this time that we have. I mean, I know we will talk about how in our 60s, we're so glad just to be healthy and alive. For many people, I know there is struggle and you're doing stuff that's hard. But, if you can try to set these goals and then achieve them, you feel good. You feel confident that you can do it, and that you are, you're good enough to get that praise and acknowledgement and be proud of yourself. I just think it's really cool. So every action you take is connected to your goal. So that's kind of my little pep talk on goals today. I hope I didn't bore you, but what do you think? I mean, are you a goal setter? Do you like to set goals and set strategies for achieving those goals? Or are you more of a kind of, well, I've done this all my life, I'm going to just go for it now kind of person and not worry too much about the goals? Maybe it's something that's your choice. I'd really like to know, actually. It'd be really fun to have a conversation here. So that's our little planted seed of thought for today, to think about. Do you set goals, or do you just let it go? Just go with the flow. Just leave your comments in the section below, and let's have a conversation. I'll join in when I can, and just be sensitive to each other. I love how you guys do this. Actually, you listen, you read someone's comment, then you make a reply, you offer a suggestion, and most of the time it's yes and rather than yeah but. It's a yeah and do this, add to the idea. So do you set goals, or are you a let it happen person? Look forward to reading your comments and also to seeing you all back here again really soon. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Take very good care. Bye-bye.